Shubor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Ka Thomas Jones Synod College Jowai Lingba ka Tnad History hene ka sngi kala Pynlong ka Jinghikai tho ba Kyrpang halor ka phang of culture, globalization, subcultures and social change, the case of Northeast. Kathong hi ka day halor ban Pynlong tho iki khanna ha ka jinge day barki rukom parkhat rukom bar kham tam ban sam kalyang hi jingtep jingsham phang ha ka leng ka parthai ha ka ta ka rukom ban dan ka jingsngo ya jan kalyang. Haka Jinghikai ba panya do WEH Lamin Assistant Professor Department of History layo ka jingkran pediang na ka Hima Head Department of History bar uriyo shampang ba ay ki jingkran Pynlong tho ba panya haka ni gasngi de Professor Shobhan and Lamarie na ka Department of History ka Northeastern Hill University. Kadbay ki kintian ay kublay hadian ka jingkran uriyo shampang layo na ka LE Langsti Assistant Professor Department of History.
Something may be an unwanted kind of force, especially to the world of, I repeat here, tradition, culture, and identity. What does it really mean here? It would mean that whenever we talk about this idea of globalization, immediately it brings to us this perception that it is pretty controversial. It is controversial. Because why? For different people, for different sets of community, this idea of globalization would have different meanings. For those who would take a pessimistic view of this concept of globalization, it is nothing but a form of recolonization of nations, especially the poor nations, by the rich, by the superior nations or with their military strength and so on and so forth. It was also pointed out like this, that these countries who are very rich, powerful, they are being empowered by the free market economy, and it perpetuates a new form of colonialism, which today we call it neo-colonialism. So therefore, it is just the extension of what Charles Darwin, at one point of time, which is today regarded as pseudoscience, okay, the survival of the fittest, where bigger nations have the right to rule, govern, control, and do whatever they want with the lesser kind of nation. Globalization is being backed up by these market forces. That is one view. Let me introduce you to another view. Globalization, to the others, would mean that it is a good thing that's happening, because it will break the barriers which are there between different nations. It will help people move. There will be an interflow of knowledge system. People will be benefited more by this kind of interaction. So in a way, the society would benefit much from this kind of a globalization that is taking place. Friends, the point that I would like to stress here at this very moment would be these two ideas. One, globalization. The other would be the aspect of cultural identity. What really happens when such a force, such a strong force, backed by the market, would come and affect the traditional societies especially. Even to ask as to what do the people from here they want with this grand project which they had. Then after a few years, that was started during the time of Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe you can correct me. Then, with the coming of Prime Minister Modi, he decided to bring a change to that idea. And he called it the Act East policy. So from looking, now we start acting. Today, it has taken to a different dimension. It's called as Act East Plus. What is that plus? We don't really know. But the point is this. Yesterday, when this diplomat was giving a talk, he was talking about what the government is trying to do. But then at the end of the discussion, we had this interaction, and I asked him this question. when the government is talking so highly about how it's going to handle this Act East policy with the neighboring countries, starting with Burma, then Thailand, then moving further into Southeast Asia, to encourage trade and other kind of business, what really happened to the people of Northeast? I made him aware that as far as the government policies are concerned, it was essentially movements of goods and services only, not people.
Since 2014, our country has been plagued by divisive forces. TMC is in Meghalaya with the mission to empower the people, uphold the ethnic cultures and traditions, celebrate the sacred land. To oust the proxy BJP government from Meghalaya, be the change, support TMC by calling on 96877 96877.